Greetings, hello, welcome to another movie review. This is Lexi. This is my Crusty world. This movie review is Ghostbusters Afterlife. I also saw the Ghostbusters they did before this, or around the same time. That was with the females as Ghostbusters, and I liked that movie a lot. But my critique on that one is that it was not quite as creepy and horror-esque. It was a little bit more on the comedy side and a few other critiques on it that I didn't like, but overall, I love that movie too. Ghostbusters Afterlife is the essentially the third movie in the Ghostbusters series original, because the Ghostbusters with the females is a different storyline, but this is the third one in the story. Overall, I thought it was very, very good. I watched the making of this movie as well afterwards. I usually don't do that, but I did, and I kind of liked it. And they showed how and why they did things, which I had noticed some of the stuff during film. I really liked how they used the creepy original Ghostbusters music from the originals, and I liked that the creepy piano, the tones, the dramatic music, and some of the special effects they used in sequences, like the way they did it. Like there's in the originals, there's like the spirits in the sky, and there's sort of like little light trails, like little comets flying around. They used a lot of those same effects in this movie. It takes place many, many years later, basically in like modern times, where of course Egon, the actor that played Egon, is dead. I can't remember his name. I'm sorry, that may seem insulting. Whatever, I don't remember his name. But yeah, Egon is dead. Egon is no longer, but he went crazy and lived on a farm and abandoned his family in pursuit of the apocalypse, basically. And so this takes place years later when his daughter and her kids uh, moved to, I think it's Oklahoma, on this farm, and it sucks, and it's a shitty town. It's one of those places you really don't want to live unless you want to be left alone or retire or something. Live a simple life, or are not very social. Um, and it follows her and her son, who's like 15, and her daughter, who's like, I don't know, like 9 or 10, 11, like what, something like fourth, fifth, sixth grade. And her daughter is kind of like the geek, science geek, like more like Egon would be. And it's kind of like the young Egon type personalities come through in her youth. And the son is just like modern, typical dude, teenager. I don't know, pretty typical guy. There's some. I really liked the characters are really good, very good developing characters. It wasn't just people reading lines. It wasn't dull. There was some movie I watched recently that was like fucking terrible. Which one was that? Oh, that was in the Morbius movie where all the dialogue was just like so empty and there's no character building. Watch my Morbius movie rant, because that movie sucks dick so bad. But all the characters good. It's for what this movie is. This is the best. This is the absolute best tribute you could have to Egon and the actor's name that played him in a sequel. Like a lot of times they make a sequel years later or something, and one of the actors is missing, and it just feels empty. It's in vain. It feels like you're stabbing that actor in the back. You're stabbing that character in the back. It's like sleazy and not nice and just corporate. But this movie really felt like a tribute to Egon and the actor that played him. It was a tribute to that character of Egon. Like in this movie, although he's not really in the movie, um, he is the main character. A person that is not in the movie is the main character, and that's really fucking cool. This is the best tribute to Egon they could have ever made. and I was very impressed with it. And it really captured the essence and feeling of the original Star Wars or Ghostbusters, and it was really good. I loved some of the scenes. I loved how they brought I think it was Zool back, the Sumerian god or goddess. And I think it's kind of like gender neutral deity. And I loved how they brought that back, and the stairs, and some of the sets were really amazing and cool. The house, they actually built a house, and they take, and there's like some cool country scenes in the barns. Like you really get a feeling for it. It's not faked. Um, they really captured good like essences of like teenage youth and like living in small towns. If you've ever lived in those types of places, yeah, it's pretty dead on. And the teacher was it Paul Rudd? Who does his name? I'm bad with some of these names. But yeah, the teacher's good. I liked the little daughter, her friend that she becomes friends with, that does a podcast of like supernatural stuff. He fucking cracked me up. It was so funny. It's such, it's just fucking cute and funny. Like the little kid has a fucking podcast and he's all dramatic and his character is just fucking hilarious. Um, but it's a great movie. I love it. I think it's fucking awesome. If you love the original Ghostbusters movies and you did not like the remake with the females, you would still like this movie. It's not in vain. It's not stabbing Egon in the back. It's paying tribute to him in the best way you could possibly have. This is the best possible third part of that storyline you could possibly have. And then it, of course, had Ray and Peter and Winston in there, and all their characters are dead on, and I love them. They even have what's his name, Janine, in the movie, and I was like, oh shit, I loved it. It was fucking spectacular. So yeah, I really liked it, and yeah, check it out. I don't have too much else to say. I love the sound. I love that characters. Love the dialogue. Storyline was good. It wasn't in vain. It didn't suck. It was awesome. 1 to 5. I give it a 5. 1 to 10, 8, 9. Yeah, it's up there. It's really fucking good. Haven't seen it? Go fucking watch it. You like Ghostbusters? Go fucking watch it. Peace. Like, subscribe, hit that bell, leave a comment. I will respond. Drop money in my Cash App. Share this video with friends. And peace and love. Bye.